5 things you need to know before you enter Canada as an international student. At the issuance of your visa as a student, you are going to be given a student permit at the port of entry, which is being done by the CBSA, Canada Border Services Agency. At the border, after interrogation, or the passport is going to be taken and the study permit is going to be issued to you. This is how the study permit looks. It has details about your application number, your UCI, your full name and address, your gender, your date of birth, your country of birth and your country of citizenship, and your travel document number, which is your passport number. Other additional information also includes the date your permit was issued, expiration date of your permit, institution name, and field of studies. There are also other conditions that comes along with your study permit. The number 1 condition on that study permit might read, must leave Canada by, then they will put that date on, just so you know. And the second condition they might include will be that you may accept employment on or off campus if you meet the eligibility criteria. Also cease working if you no longer meet that eligibility. When I came to Canada, there were also other conditions like you may not engage in businesses like prostitution or gambling. I believe now they have changed a lot of things, and that includes that condition. I don't know if it's still in effect or not, but please, you do not even want to do that. The second thing you have to know upon your entry here in Canada as an international student is that you can only work 24 hours in a week, and you do not need any additional work permit to state that for you, because your study permit also doubles as a work permit. So you can actually work with any employer who is willing to employ you, get paid as long as you are working within 24 hours a week. The main reason why you cannot work more than 24 hours is that you are a full-time student, and as a full-time student here in Canada, your dedication and your efforts are supposed to be in your studies. And so per the concentration you have to put in your studies, I don't think you might even have enough time to engage yourself in working full-time outside of your studies. Trust me, even though it's not convenient because you need money to sustain yourself here in Canada, it will be appropriate for you to put a lot of your effort and time in your studies, because studying here in Canada is hectic. You need a social insurance number to be able to do anything pertaining to your stay here in this country, especially when it comes to official documentations, like even securing yourself a job. You also need a health insurance policy. In some provinces here in Canada, you can easily sign up to the province's health insurance program at a fee. Here in BC, you have to pay about 75 Canadian dollars, and that takes a lot of relief from you, trust me. And so do not try to save money from that aspect of your stay here in Canada by not signing on to any health insurance program we have here in Canada. And this only functions in some provinces. Other provinces, you might have to buy a private health insurance to cover your entire stay here in Canada. The weather is not a good one. As an African relocating to Canada, you need to know a little bit about the weather. In fact, even if you arrive in Canada in summer, please try and shop around for winter clothing, because you are going to desperately need it. Dress well to protect yourself. It can be fashionable, but please make sure whatever you do, you have warm clothes to go out with. Tuition fees are expensive. Please gear up when you're coming in. You are going to pay hefty amounts of tuition fees. I do not want you to say you did not know, because it was instructed or part of your acceptance letter. Before you accept any offer to study here in Canada, kindly ask your admissions team about the entire tuition cost of your program. Just so you know, because tuition in Canada is not free. It is expensive. You need a support system. You need a loan. You need some savings to be able to cover up your tuition fees if you truly want to successfully complete your program. As an international student, you are limited to apply or receive so many types of benefits and resources. The only kind of benefit I believe you qualify for is child benefit, and that is when you have lived in this country and filed your taxes as a tax resident here in Canada for 18 months. So you should have lived in this country for 18 months to qualify for child benefits if you have a child on board with you here in Canada. You must also have an active status, and of course must have filed your taxes prior to that year you are applying for benefits. Most of the time, you do not qualify for low interest loans. You do not qualify for income support, housing support, nothing. You are on your own. You can check in with the food bank closer to your neighborhood or city, and I believe you'll be welcome to pick up a few groceries here and there. But trust me, about 80% of the time, you have to figure things out yourself financially. Lastly, you do not need to know anyone before you move here in Canada. So many people have done it successfully, and I believe you can do it. Just plan, read more about the province you'll be going into, and make yourself known in the community or city you live in. There are community centers, recreational centers, city centers you can always go into and ask questions pertaining to any sort of support you feel you need, and I believe you're going to get answers. You can also join some churches known to you back home and affiliate with them, because most of us right from the beginning had a lot of support from the churches we joined. As for finding a job, it's quite difficult, so you might want to start volunteering in the city you live in or other cities as well. Work on your resume and apply to so many jobs at once. Acquiring your self-employment here in Canada is a full-time job, and you need to be actively searching for one. Make sure you obey the conditions of your permit. Make sure you stay in school, because there are so many immigration rules right now that are getting amended or changing or are being even taken out. If there is any reason you cannot stay in school for health reasons or financial reasons, please talk to your school's admission or your program department. Seek legal counsel from immigration consultants and lawyers as well before it's too late for them to handle your situation. I hope you enjoy your stay here in Canada, and I wish you all the best.